Speaking of this country and some of the the Flint Water Crisis. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why you need to remember it. It's still going on.
Right.
What, been 4 years now?
5.
It's 2014.
It was 5. That's half a decade.
Is people still living there?
Yeah.
And they got nowhere else to go, huh?
I think they got a whole bunch of places to go. One of the first things I say is, why do they still live there?
But I remember somebody said small things like, if you're staying inside of a home and if you're trying to sell your home, nobody's going to buy it. So you're pretty much stuck there. Or you won't get any value out of a home that you've been paying a mortgage for, with apartments, all that stuff as well. So it's like they're virtually stuck and they have nowhere else to go. But I feel you, Kim. I'll be the type, bro, it's not worth it. Like, I just got to take my loss and keep it pushing. But
so for those who don't know or don't remember, I don't think there's anybody out there, because anytime anything goes viral, they'll say, yeah, but Flint still doesn't have water, which is very true. But Flint's drinking water became contaminated after the city switched to using the Flint River as its water source in April of 2014 to October 2015. During that time, state regulators failed to require the use of chemical to prevent pipe corrosion, which led to the lead from the pipes that corroded because they were getting river water to drink. It led to lead poisoning because the lead got into the drinking water from the aged lead. So criminal charges were announced, and the Michigan prosecutors recently appended a years-long investigation into the Flint water crisis, dropping criminal charges against 8 people and announcing a new investigation into the scandal that has embroiled the city since 2014. So they dropped the charges, criminal charges, but they're going to relaunch the investigation. And what else they can do besides file criminal charges, I don't know. They blame it on weak oversight at the local, state, and federal level. Obviously. The Environmental Protection Agency said that, oh, it's just weak oversight. Remember, that's another thing that Trump is like telling them to keep their mouth shut. The EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, Trump doesn't want them to give accurate information because, I don't know. This is not a good thing. So, the 8 defendants were elated that they got their charges dismissed, and the residents in Flint were angry, which is understandable.
yes.
So hopefully when they relaunch the investigation, I mean, if they're not going to file criminal charges, what are they going to make them pay a fine? Like,
Right.
People died, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Urine coming out of a faucet. Urine, feces, all that stuff.
that's like, Cobb County, which a couple days ago we had a boil water advisory in Cobb. And y'all remember that? Did y'all know that?
Wow.
You didn't know? Oh, okay, that's great.
Right.
Yeah, Tuesday, Cobb County had a boil water advisory for the entire day. You could not drink the water in Cobb County. You should
I got a
not bathe
question.
in it. Yes.
This is an interesting hits blunt take. So do you drink faucet water?
I saw it. I'm on a No Buffer podcast. I was listening. I know what Jay Black
Yes.
about to do.
I saw that too.
Yeah, you saw the
On
episode.
The No Buffer podcast. They were talking about, y'all always talking about y'all don't drink tap water, but you put ice in your water, and where you think they get the ice from?
Fact.
That's
You
true.
brush your teeth.
Right. Oh, yeah, Cheyenne. She
you
was trying to
do you
finesse
take
that
a
answer. I
bath?
saw that.
Do you
You take a
shower?
bath. That's what I'm saying.
I drink
Like,
tap water. I like tap water.
It tastes different though. I ain't gonna lie. Ohio tap water
Because it
tastes
has
different than
chemicals.
Georgia.
No, and bro, I'm gonna tell you this.
When you go to different spots, it tastes
Bro, it
different.
depends on which part of Georgia you're in. My grandparents, their county, Jackson County, I think this was back in 2015. They was rated as the #1 cleanest county when it came for tap water, and theirs tasted like Fiji tap water,
Yeah, the water back home is nice.
like
So-
out in the country.
so
But
what
here,
happens
it tastes
is-
terrible.
So what
downtown.
happens is when your city has good water,
See,
what your local government might do sometime, like this happened in Newark, and what the local government did was they sold their city water to other cities,
Oh,
and that's the
okay.
way a lot of cities make money.
okay. So why is Atlanta's water so bad, and it tastes like lead,
And it smells like
and it smells bad?
Florida, when I lived in Orlando, that shit was it had
So,
a taste to it.
They actually the Huffington Post actually took a poll and they have rated the top 10 water cities.
Oh wow, okay.
And what makes them top is the fact that they're clean and they're minerals enriched. I drink tap water in extreme emergencies. Like I didn't go to the store. I don't have any water.
I
like
gotta get some.
but, you know, at a restaurant, they're not giving you spring water.
Yeah, that's tap
right?
water.
Right. So
And
yeah,
it just
I drink tap water.
put some ice in it.
I just try not to drink it as much, but it's inevitable. You're gonna drink tap water.
People drink it out of the bathroom faucet.
Ew, Caleb.
I put my head under the sink.
Yeah.
Y'all
Put your head on the
nasty.
seat. When you brushing your teeth, you know, you just put some water on your face.
No, tell what you do.
Oh, you get a cup? Nah, no. I take it to the bathroom. No, not to the bathroom sink. To the kitchen. To the kitchen sink. Get some ice. Put some ice in the cup.
Why do you
Pour
go
some
to the
water.
bathroom to get the water?
Nah, I didn't mean to say the
When
bathroom.
he didn't have a kitchen.
Yeah.
He would go into the bathroom and see.
Well, he didn't have a choice.
Yeah, and then you get some ice, and then you put the water in there.
Thirsty shit.
Yeah, that's what I tell her, man. Hey, you can't be bougie when you're thirsty, bro.
Where the
The
water
top-
fountain water come from?
Who?
The water fountain.
Oh, that's what people don't think about either. It
That's
come from the
tap
sewers.
water.
That's my point.
Yeah.
The water fountain. That's a
Oh,
nice
and-
spot.
Some water fountains have filters, no?
But water bottle companies is actually tap water in the water bottle, but they just charge you.
Right. So
It's
what,
tap
what a
water.
lot of what a lot of bottled water companies do is
they just freeze
get
it.
the water, the tap water from a good place,
Yep.
and they bottle it up
Make it cold.
and they sell it to you. So not only
For
are
about
the
$4.
government- So here, if you live in
Get
live in
finesse.
these 10 cities, you have good water. You ready? New York City,
I didn't know that they were number one.
they are number one.
Yeah, that's
More
crazy.
than 1 billion daily gallons of sweet mineral
Sound like an advertisement.
mineral-rich water travels over
Yeah.
125 miles from the carefully guarded Catskill Mountain reservoirs. That's just,
That's a whole advertisement right there.
yeah, that sounds good. Stevens Point, Wisconsin, Chicago, Denver. And is it interesting that a lot of these places are at high elevations and are surrounded by mountains?
Yep.
Do you think that has anything to do with it?
Yeah.
Manchester, New Hampshire, Fort Collins, Colorado, Greenville, South Carolina, and Silverdale, Washington.
Right beside water.
Are they?
Washington State is, and South Carolina is as well.
Wisconsin, though? Chicago?
Wisconsin's by the
Denver,
Great Lakes.
And Denver. and Chicago, right?
Yep, Chicago as well.
Denver's not by water.
It's
though.
landlocked, but mountains.
The snow.
Yep, the snow, mountains, all that. Colorado again.
Greenville, is that a coastal city?
South Carolina. Let's see.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay. Atlanta nowhere near there, huh? I'm telling you, because I remember there's been multiple times this past year that our apartment in the city or a state, they told us that we couldn't drink the tap water for like 2 or 3 days, that it wasn't clean enough. So Atlanta has a long way to go when it comes to cleaning water. Yeah, Greenville is right beside Athens. Yeah, I've been to Greenville a few times. So it's like 45-minute drive once you're in Athens.
Is that where it's at?
Yeah, Greenville.
Oh, okay.
That's only like an hour drive from here.
Greenville, Spartanburg.
Yeah, yeah.
That's, okay, so where my family is from,
Mhm.
they have the news from there
Oh, okay.
because they're on the border of South Carolina and Georgia.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
So you can keep tabs on your water at your house if you go buy one of those water things. You know, they have the stick.
You can see the lead.
You can see if there's lead. You can see if there's minerals.
Yeah.
You can see if it's alkaline or not.
It's scary though, because I'm telling you, with Atlanta tap water, you could smell it. Like you could smell
So,
lead.
according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, the city of Atlanta's drinking water is safe, and its water treatment plants are in compliance with standards mandated by the Safe Drinking Water Act, which that ain't saying much. Because, you know, the FDA, the government, period, their standards are really low.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have higher standards for yourself than what the government is telling you should be having. Like, that
Right.
don't mean nothing to me when you say that. Atlanta Water Department said in a statement, the water that's treated at its city's facilities is monitored through a continuous 24-hour testing. The U.S. has one of the safest supplies of drinking water in the world. Who's writing this?
Right.
According
Conflict
to
of interest.
according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. So the world must be fucked up then.
Yeah.
Oh, the world. Okay, not the country.
Okay.
So the world. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, lack of water is what a lot of countries are dealing with.
Yeah, that's
lack
a big
of
thing.
clean
Clean water. Yeah.
Even if it's safe, is it okay for everyone? Not necessarily. All water contains contaminants. Some people can be more vulnerable to the contaminants than others.
See.
Generally, the EPA said it's safe, but if you are elderly or you have a compromised immune system, which, for example, if you have HIV, AIDS, or cancer, tap water might not be good for you. And if you don't know, Atlanta has one of the highest HIV rates.
So it's almost
in
like
the
a third
country.
world country, right?
Absolutely.
Was that us? Was I talking to y'all? I was talking to somebody. And
Look, y'all can't be confused in the podcast, okay?
I'll just be having so many conversations. I don't even
I
think
know.
I'm
Yeah,
on a
Jay Black
podcast.
been at it all week.
But somebody was talking about how it's basically a narrative that they pushing that Atlanta is the capital of AIDS.
That was me. I posted it. I don't know
Yeah.
if you talked to me about it, but there's definitely an agenda being pushed because
you did send me
Atlanta
that.
is
Yeah, you sent me that.
because Atlanta is the black mecca of this country, and there
Yeah.
are so many wealthy African American people here. They try to discredit it and discourage people from coming here or giving us the attention or the business.
So it's like I don't want to go over there because
Because
everybody got
people
It
AIDS.
was
say
from
that.
the, it was
People
from the
say that
real
all the
black
time.
historian. You had sent me the post.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And then I find it weird because the CDC is right down the street in Atlanta. So how is that possible that we got this high rate, but y'all aren't doing anything?
Well, they have been bringing awareness to it for a long time. Remember that one CDC worker that got missing and they found him in the river?
Yo, I heard about that.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah,
That's scary. Got found in the river.
yeah.
Can't make this up.
So what they're saying is drink bottled water if possible. If you're going to drink tap water, bring the water to a rolling boil for 1 minute if you're using it for cooking, drinking, or making ice. So you can drink tap water and you make ice with it as long as you boil it first. Wash fruits and vegetables in water that's been boiled. Use bottled or boiled water when mixing baby formula. I know that. Toilets can be flushed as usual and laundry can be washed. Dishwasher should only be used on the hot setting. So, that's all I got.
Watch the water. Watch the water.
Watch the water. Keep up with what's going on in Sudan. Because, baby, let me tell you, everybody made jokes about Trump getting elected and us being this and us being that. But if you give that guy 4 more years, ain't no telling what he might do.
Yeah, he just getting started, huh?
I'm serious.
That's wild.